What's up, everybody? This is PCJ, the Pop Culture Junkie, aka the Pro Wrestling Junkie, here today to share with you my predictions for this upcoming weekend's WWE first ever all-women's pay-per-view, Evolution. That's right, only on WWE Network, so you can stream it there, or maybe you get it on pay-per-view. I'm not sure if they're showing it on pay-per-view or not, but this is a monumental moment for WWE because they're finally moving forward into, let's say, the 20th century at least, where they're going to have an all-women's pay-per-view. We're not sure exactly what all matches are going to be confirmed because we got a lot of things up in the air right now, and we're going to go over that right now with the prediction. But let's talk first about this past week on Raw and SmackDown. Now, this was the go-home week for Evolution, and typically the go-home shows on Raw and SmackDown focus on hyping up every single match possible to make the whole pay-per-view seem extra appealing and make you want to tune in. Did they do that? No. They focused more on older wrestlers like DX and the Brothers of Destruction. They focused more on Crown Jewel, and sadly, of course, which obviously is a very important thing, they also focused more on Roman Reigns and The Shield. Of course, let's stop for a minute and wish Roman Reigns a quick and speedy recovery and successful battle. We were shared on Monday from Roman Reigns, or Joe, the man. Okay, let's forget about Roman Reigns. His real name, Joe, and he shared with the entire world that sadly he is going to be battling leukemia. It's come back. He used to have it when he was 22 years old, and it was quickly put into recession, but he unfortunately has it back, and is going to have to step away for a while to take care of that and get his health back, and we wish him all the best from here, okay? A lot of people got on social media, and I want to say, first of all, anyone out there that is, number one, saying that this was just a work in order to get some sympathy or finally get the fans to cheer him, go to hell, okay? No one is going to use that kind of storyline because that's just disgusting, okay? He is legitimately sick, and we need to just focus on sending positive vibes, positive prayers, and support to him. Come on, the man has a daughter he wants to see grow up. He has a wife. You want to be there for your family, right? He's got a huge family, love and support from them, but he needs that from the fans. And if you're a true fan, you support the man. Forget about the character, okay? Number two, I've seen a lot of things online in the last 4 days now, which really made me upset, where you have all these people that have websites that are hating on Roman Reigns, the character, okay? And again, we're separating it here. Roman Reigns and Joe, the person, two different things. But you got a lot of people out there posting images for T-shirts, supporting, saying, F cancer, and they got Roman's logo or Roman's face, whatever. Be very cautious, please, because a lot of these are actually pretty much all of them are not giving anything to charity, not giving any proceeds to the cause, nothing. They're just marketing and making money off of someone else's illness, and it's a selfish act, and I really am disgusted by it. So if you come across any of these kind of websites where they're trying to sell these T-shirts and other things to supposedly promote, their support for Roman, they're just marketing it to make money off of him, and they're not getting a dime sent to any cause or charity. So be very cautious about that, because it's just disgusting to make money off of somebody that's going to be facing just a horrendous battle that I don't wish on anybody. So just want to get that off my chest real quick. So this past week on Raw and SmackDown, we didn't really have a whole lot happen on SmackDown. We got a little bit of stuff happening on Raw, in addition to the whole Roman Reigns announcement where he had to forfeit the Universal title. And then we had the very, very curious ending to Raw with Dean Ambrose turning on Seth Rollins. We're not even sure how that's going to happen now because they just won the tag titles. But again, see, look, I'm talking about Roman Reigns and Shield and things like that, and I should be all focused on Evolution, and that's the problem. It seemed like creative has just completely forgot at the last minute, oh wait, this is the week before Evolution, maybe we should always focus on that. We got maybe 10 minutes per show, it seemed like, of focus on the women. And yeah, I get that there's not that many matches compared to other pay-per-views. Usually there's around 10 matches. I think there's only 7 announced right now, but you would think, okay, really, we got the little segment with Ronda and the Bella Twins. Okay, you got the little backstage brawl with Lita and Trish against Alicia and Mickey, and we'll get to that in a second as well. But that's it. The Battle Royal has been horribly booked or horribly promoted. So like the 6-woman tag match of Sasha, Bailey, and Natalya against the Riot Squad. I mean, that just bad planning on all this. I mean, the main focus, of course, has been Ronda Rousey with the Raw title against Nikki. That's been the main focus on Raw. And then Becky Lynch and Charlotte. They weren't even on SmackDown this week. Charlotte Flair and Becky were not even on SmackDown. The only thing they showed us was, if you follow them on Twitter, you saw that they posted images of a altercation that took place at the NXT Performance Center over the weekend. And then on SmackDown, they actually showed video footage of it. And I liked that. I thought it was good. But honestly, I wish they had just done the story on like social media and then maybe just showed the image on SmackDown saying, hey, if you didn't, follow us on Twitter before, breaking news, Becky Lynch and Charlotte had an altercation at the Performance Center, and that's why they're not here on SmackDown. Maybe something like we just couldn't keep them apart. We don't have the ability to keep them apart. We're too worried they're going to mess up the pay-per-view, so they're not allowed to be on SmackDown. Just give us an explanation at least. Something like that would have been nice. So let's go ahead and get to the main thing here. We're going to go through these matches real quick because there's only 7 matches announced right now, and there are a couple of things to bring up about the matches. So first of all, let's see here. We got the 6 women's tag team match. Riot Squad of Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, and Ruby Riott against Sasha Banks, Bailey, and Natalya. I'm going to go with the Riot Squad, okay? Riot Squad has had to be squashed to so many other 6-person tag match scenarios on Raw, and really this is just a Raw match. That's really what it is. It's nothing that's going to be spectacular, I don't think. I mean, I'm hoping it will be because I like a lot of the participants in this match, but really, Sasha Banks should have been facing Trish, okay? Sasha Banks should not be in a 6-women's tag match. So my pick for this one, I'm going to go with the Riot Squad getting the win here. Probably going to be a pinfall on Natalya. Then we have the Women's Battle Royal. Now, they haven't announced the exact number of women that I recall. I don't see it anywhere. I looked it up real quick before I started recording. I don't know how many women are allowed to be in this match, if it's going to be 30 or more or what. I say 30 or more because so far we have 21 confirmed. So you can't have a 20-person Battle Royal. It's going to be at least maybe 30. Who knows? So list of participants we have announced so far. Tamina, Billie Kay, Peyton Royce, Ember Moon, Alicia Fox, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Asuka, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, Lana, Naomi, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Alundra Blaze, Ivory, Kelly, Maria Kanellis, Molly Holly, and Zelina Vega. So great that we have some legends like Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Alundra Blaze, Ivory, Kelly, Molly Holly, and Maria Kanellis. That's really great that they're in there. It'd be awesome to see one of them win, actually, just for a surprise moment. But based on the build-up, it looks like they're leaning towards Asuka or Ember Moon as far as the two on either show. My final 4 now for this matchup, okay? There's still other spots that could be filled because, like I said, only 21 have been announced. And they haven't put anybody from NXT in here yet. There's always a possibility of that. So you could see like a Nikki Cross or someone like that. So my final 4 for this match, I'm going to go with Zelina Vega, Asuka, Ember Moon, and then Tori Wilson. That's going to be my final 4. But I'm predicting, and I really want Asuka to win. She needs to get back in these, top matches. She actually would be a great challenger following this pay-per-view to challenge Becky if Becky retains the title. I like that. So I'm going to go with Asuka, okay? It's hurt me a lot in these predictions over the year here because of what they've done with her, but I'm going with Asuka. Okay. All right, next up we have Trish Stratus and Lita versus Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. So we have 2 Attitude Era stars versus Alexa Bliss and another just after the Attitude Era star, Mickie James. Now, this past Monday night on Raw, Alexa Bliss was not on the show, and I checked online and I saw that there were reports that Alexa Bliss suffered a concussion on Saturday at a house show. I'm not sure who her opponent was or how it happened. I haven't found that out, but they're not showing any signs yet that she's been cleared to still compete. It still shows that it's still the same tag team match that's been advertised, but no one said anything yet as far as if she's for sure able to wrestle or not. So on Raw, they did a segment where they had Alicia Fox step in and be part of that backstage brawl. That's basically what's going to be, substituting for her probably. It's going to be Alicia Fox versus, or Alicia Fox and Mickie against Lita and Trish. But again, I really wish Trish had just had a one-on-one match with like Sasha Banks or Bailey. Lita versus Bailey, I think, would have been great too. So things like that, they really just didn't need this mixed up tag match stuff going. If we don't have a legend win the Rumble or the Battle Royal, then it's gonna be possibly Trish and Lita. Even though that doesn't make sense, you should put over the young talent. Even though Alicia Fox has been there for like 10 plus years now, she's not really new talent. Alexa Bliss would be the new talent to put over. And then Mickie James, hello, she's been there since what, 2002, 2003, something like that. So yeah, it's crazy, this tag team match, and it was doomed from the beginning. They should have just had a one-on-one match. Anyways, so because of all the confusion and all the issues they've had, I'm going to say Trish Stratus and Lita are going to get the win here. All right, then we have the finals for the 2018 Mae Young Classic. We have Toni Storm versus Shiari. I'm going to go with Toni Storm. That's my pick there. I'm not going to go into any further detail in case you haven't seen the Mae Young Classic. All right, singles match for the NXT Women's title. We have Kairi Sane defending against Shayna Baszler. I want Kairi Sane to retain here. Okay, Shayna Baszler, I'm done with her. She's okay and all, but I predict she's going to be moving up to the main roster very soon. So I want a clean win from Kairi Sane. Then we have the last women's standing match for the Women's SmackDown title. Becky Lynch, our champion, defending against Charlotte Flair. This match most likely is going to be the match of the night. I predict really great things from both of these women, and I want them to tear the house down. But I want Becky Lynch to retain. I'm going with Becky, okay? She is on a roll, and she needs to continue. Next, she needs some more challengers, okay? After she beats Charlotte, then they need to move on. Charlotte can go off to another feud or someone else, but Becky needs a few more feuds before she ever drops that belt. And last but not least, which will probably be the main match of the night, the main event, we've got Ronda Rousey, the champion on Raw, defending against Nikki Bella of basically the last of the Diva era. This match is really hard to call because it wouldn't surprise me one bit for them to say, you know what? Let's have Nikki Bella beat Ronda Rousey just to show our Diva, can beat a UFC, heavyweight champion. I'm going with Ronda Rousey, though. Ronda Rousey should get the win here, and I don't see this match lasting more than 5 minutes, if that. She should literally, the bell rings, they walk in front of each other, they stand in the middle of the ring, stare down, and Ronda should just snap her arm right there and tap. Bella taps right there. It should not be any more than that. So yeah, my pick for this, I'm going with Ronda Rousey. Okay, she's got to get the win here. Okay, so there you go. We blew through that pretty fast. Like I said, there's only 7 matches announced. And yeah, there's a lot of potential, but I'm not having a whole lot of faith in the show itself. And sadly, that's because of the very poor build-up and promotion of the show itself. Every time they started to do something with the women, it was like, oh wait, we got a Crown Jewel coming out, so we got to do this. Oh, let's talk about Crown Jewel. Oh, let's talk about the Best in the World tournament. Oh, let's talk about DX versus the Brothers of Destruction. Oh, this. It's like, by the way, we don't even know if we're having Crown Jewel at the same venue that's been advertised, because they've completely wiped that off of their website. They don't even promote it as where they're held, being held. So we don't even know where Crown Jewel is going to happen, and it takes place in like a week and a half from now. It's crazy. But yeah, so let's focus on this weekend. Got Evolution, the women's first ever all women's pay-per-view, which is a great moment for WWE. I'm glad they're finally getting around to doing this, even though TNA did it years ago. So they're not the first wrestling company to have an all women's pay-per-view, okay? But let me know, everyone out there, what you think. Who will be the star of the night? Who's going to have the best match tonight? What's going to be the top match you're looking forward to? Share with me in the comments as always. But like always, I always ask people on Twitter and Facebook to send me questions or topics to bring up in the video. And I got a couple of questions here from Josh Floberg. What match are you looking forward to the most? That's going to be the Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair match. That's going to be a great match, easily. And second question is, what match would you like to see main event the show? It's really a toss-up between whichever title you want to focus as the main title. Ronda is the Raw Women's Champion, and Becky is the SmackDown Women's Champion. So as long as either one of those main events the show, that's what's important. Just like AJ Styles has the actual WWE Championship, he should main event every single pay-per-view. So if we look back and we're trying to go in a lineage, basically the Raw title is the one that Charlotte was given after Mania. And so that would be the one that would be the lineage to the original Women's Championship, because it went from the Women's title to the Divas title to the Raw Women's title then, because it became the Raw title once SmackDown put out its own title, because Becky Lynch was the very first SmackDown Women's Champion. There you go. So technically, we had the right title match in the main event, because Ronda Rousey is the Raw Women's Champion, and that belt, if you go backwards, it comes from the original women's title. So we got the right title match in the main event for the first time in a while. There we go. Thanks, Josh. Thanks for the questions. And anyone out there, if you want to follow me on Twitter, PopCultureJunk2, I'll be live tweeting during the show. And then you can also send me questions or topics to bring up in my recap and results and spoiler video that I always post later on that night following the pay-per-views, sharing with you the results and my opinions on what we saw and anything else that just caught my eye I want to share with y'all. So if you want to get a shout out on any of these videos ever, just send me those questions or topics and you'll get a shout out. Well, guys and gals, thanks as always for listening in on these recaps and reviews and previews and predictions. I appreciate all the love and support. I can't wait to see the show. I'm real curious to see what they do because, like I said, we had a little bit of build-up, so maybe the show's going to be amazing. You never know, okay? Just can't predict anything sometimes with WWE. All right, well, everyone, enjoy the show. Hope you have fun watching it. If you're there live, make sure you send me some photos or post some tweets about it. Remember, as always, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are below in the description of the video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so yet as well. And make sure you leave me some comments below sharing your thoughts on this upcoming pay-per-view. Guys and gals, have a great weekend. Enjoy the show. I'll talk to you later. This is PCJ, the Pro Wrestling Junkie, and I'm signing out.